So our middle path ice tower saw a very interesting change in update 47. It apparently has, get this, a global freeze on its main attack. So let me send a rainbow while it's attacking and take a look. It's getting frozen. Not by much, it doesn't do any damage, but yes, it now gains a second attack according to NK, freezing non-mob class balloons anywhere on the map for 0.75 seconds. Additionally, the Absolute Zero has an Arctic Aura slow, so DTs or any mobs in radius are slower by 20%, which is something that absolutely makes sense. Like, it should be an upgrade to Arctic Wind in that sense. So cool and all, but the real question is, how useful is this actually going to be? And I think I have the perfect challenge to maybe try to see what it can do now. And that is, let me first get 2 subs to beat Off the Coast round 6 here. So I don't know about you, but I only just realized that the only time that I ever use Absolute Zero is in one specific challenge and one specific challenge only. And that is 2 Mega Pops. The game mode where you need to support the tower that you want to get all the pops on. And Absolute Zero is one of the best supports for that, because it just like stalls around infinitely for the most part, while also simultaneously taking very little damage from that tower. So that's exactly what we're gonna do here. I think I have to drop a 3rd sub just to beat round 10 here. I thought long and hard about what tower in the 2 million pops challenge could benefit well from the Absolute Zero buff, and that tower choice is gonna be the Dartling Gun. And we're gonna turn this Dartling Gun into the Plasma Accelerator 420. I don't think I've done a 2 million pops with that tower yet. Bonus points too, because I'm not using Jabal though. I think Pat Fussy is probably a better buff because, you know, low base damage on the Accelerator, at least against ceramic balloons. And there's not really many Jerry items that help the Plasma very much. Fussy will be put very far on the right side here to avoid stealing tuning pops. And the goal is, or at least the plan right now, is to put the Absolute Zero maybe in front of Pat Fussy and all those towers there. Have that giant slow aura on this good curvature over here. And I'm thinking maybe to utilize its global freeze, like let the Plasma Accelerator do all the damage to Bob class balloons and just let Cerams enter the slow aura. Sadly, I don't think we can get away with discounting just yet, because the Dartling Gun is trash. 1, without buffs, and 2, without many upgrades. We got a 1 Pierce Dartling that does 2 damage with the shock. Alright, I done goofed. I can't buy AMZ for round 28. We gotta rely on Pat Fussy now to pop the lead balloons. This is scary, but we're good. That knockback is ridiculous, by the way. But come on, so close to 300 outbuff. Hell, even AMZ right now doesn't work very well because the shots are used up so quickly. So Pat's still gotta be relied on for leads, it seems. Okay, maybe I'm better off going for something else before outbuff, because good god, this is a nightmare right now. Try and navigate the low pierce of the Dartling Gun to get laser shock. I think we're doing an okay job right now, though. Come on, sub, snipe, nice. And nice, okay, we can get away with it in $100. This 300 outbuff is going to be massive. Also, I'm kidding, it's not very good still. Maybe I should have saved for laser cannon instead, I don't know, but you see the outbuff barely is active on the Dartling Gun. Wait, oh my god, I'm an idiot, guys. How did I notice the entire time that it's actually out of range? So not only was I not getting AMD on it, I wasn't getting anything. Wait, if I just do a village, now it works. But do I really want to waste money instead of restarting all over? You know what? Yeah, we're not going to restart. We're going to try to salvage it the way it is. Hopefully, again, the extra 12.95 doesn't hurt me from getting the laser or the laser cannon. This is so annoying. This round especially. Pinks up the wazoo everywhere. But we're okay. Yes, I fully realize this is hardly an Absolute Zero showcase right now, but what can you really do when the tower is like literally a support tower? Wouldn't have it any other way. I think we needed a pad ability here, because missing lead popping. I actually think I do have enough for laser. Yeah, I had enough for laser cannon, but I was legit like $10 off. Come on, AMD, land, just to pop a little bit of leads earlier. And pad ability, come on, come on, come on. $100, got it? Got it? But that's still relying on a pat doing the thing. Okay, we got away with it though. Laser cannon's gonna be huge. When's the first time you've heard me say that? If you've ever heard me talk about laser cannon, it's probably in a negative light, like 99% of the time. But if we're talking about 220, 320, well, the Pierce is really good for us. And so, I think we can stop struggling now. Only issues Camel Purples, but we'll deal with that in 5 rounds when that time comes. I think now we'll get away with submerging this to not steal that many pops away. Only 2,000 is pretty good in the grand scheme of things. So I guess the hope is that the submarine gets all the camo purples, because the sub up front is going to decamo them, and Pat Fussy too. So let's see. Okay, it was barely enough. That's going to be super sketchy until I get my Mib up, or I guess my Ice Tower, you know. Can slow balloons down and then that damages it too, but ideally in 2 Mega Pops, you generally drop the Ice Tower in like the 80s. Not any earlier than that. I think because of lack of Super Ceramics, the Ice Tower steals a lot of pops if it ever attacks like pre-round 80. That's the main reasoning. Anyway, I think I can just save for Plasma Accelerator, and then we'll have an even easier time against all the balloons here. Again, targeted down for the purples. Should be enough time for to catch the rainbows here, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And there it is, 12.69. Epic. Unfortunately, there's not really a spot in this map where I can just lock it in place and feel like I'm chilling, unless maybe I do here. But this is like the laziest of micro ever. Let me just see. Okay, it works for the time being, so I'll get away with it. And I think now we can finally discount. It's been so long. So next purple round is round 62. I'm thinking at that point, I will probably go for the Mib, because that has infinite purples. I don't think I want to keep relying on, you know, our current arsenal to hit all the purples, because watch, there's so many of them that Pat will fall behind-ish, yeah? Okay, don't waste time. Just get it. Looking good. You know, I'm kind of annoyed about all these balloons sneaking very far, so I'll start with the Ice Tower finally. Just a simple Arctic Wind is all. Like, maybe for this round, in case I end up messing up my micro and it gets far here, but no, we're good. Accelerator excels, excels against group stuff. It's just, again, when there's a lack of group stuff, come past round 80. Got a micro for the F-Mobs here. Nice freeze on the Arctic Wind. That came in clutch, actually. Although it's still 49 pops. We will get our overclock buff after this round. I think now we'll start saving for Absolute Zero. So part of me wonders why they made the global attack do 0 damage, and this is just a theory, but I'm pretty sure maybe they had 2 Mega Pops challenges in mind, because Absolute Zero is so crucial to them in a lot of runs, as you may have seen. So if they made that, like, global attack do damage, then it would basically kill a lot of possible towers. Because, I don't know, in a thematic sense, I feel like it would make sense if it did damage similar to how the main attack does damage, or how the Absolute Zero ability does 1 damage. You know what I mean? In fact, now that I think about it, why does the Snowstorm ability do damage in the first place? Like, 1 damage. Doesn't it make more sense if, I don't know, the freeze attack simply just froze instead of doing damage? And that damage could be, like, buffed by Glue Storm. Speaking of which, I did do some testing, and that 0 damage check does not get increased by damage buffs. Just as a heads up. So we're free to go for Glue Storm if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. I don't think I'm gonna need it. But personally, I found that pretty interesting because other things that, like, secretly do damage, like Grand Sabo, for example, if you Glue Storm and use Grand Sabo, fun fact, it makes it do damage to the balloons on screen, because I think it's coded as a 0 damage attack, but in this case, it seems like the Absolute Zero's global attack is hard capped at 0 damage, which, again, is nice. Holy crap, it's only round 79 and I'm tired of micro already. Think I can get away with leaving it in place for the BFBs here? Seems like I can. Well, not for the 4 to 5 BFBs. I'm probably going to have to do some manual micro now. This will probably pick up a couple pops on the AZ. Okay, 0 there. And, oh, 0. That's nice. And now I'm gonna finally spend my money, because Absolute Zero will take much less pops starting this stage. So I think I'm free to just buy it straight up, and I guess I will. Yeah, Permafrost is fine. We don't need Cold Snap because we already have the MIB. And here we go. Here's what I'm thinking we should do. So, see what I'm doing? Just let the Absolute Zero freeze the balloons in place here, although it is racking up damage. But you see how bad the Accelerator is against ceramics? It takes several seconds for it to be whittled down. And I don't know about you, but that's really, really, really annoying. In fact, holy crap. We actually don't... So we sound like don't have enough damage intake now with our Accelerator. How about Pad ability? Oh crap, it's already up to 2,000 damage. It's probably better to restart this round, but I'm gonna just go with it. Go with the flow. Wow, this thing fell off like crazy. I'm gonna make sure the other rounds don't take as many pops away as that. Yikes, because the snowstorm even did like 500 there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, sadly, this can't be double discounted, but we need a glue to slow down the entrance for sure. Probably relentless, but I'll stick with this for now. I think if we want to minimize pops, what I should do is maybe keep one Ceram in the radius of the F-0, so that obviously doesn't take too much away. Like, say, now is good. We just have one balloon in place, and you just keep freezing in the entrance like that. Yeah, take a look. This round, not as much damage taken, maybe just 100 pops or so. Still not super ideal. I'm gonna try to go for Called Arms next. The fact that we were doing so well in the 70s is such a harsh reality now that I have to rely on so much, and it's still like 15 rounds before the hardest stuff comes in. I may have made a mistake picking this tower. Like, listen, I knew the 90s were gonna suck, but this is the 80s right now. I don't like to see the struggle this early on. How is our absolute zero pops going along? Only at 1.3k, so again, seems like it's getting a consistent 100 damage every single round here. We got CT now though, so shut up a little bit. I'll combo with Pat Fusty to absolutely annihilate those ZMGs and their insides. Okay, maybe Relentless Glue is the savior I needed, because it's really satisfying when I get a pop on a ceramic, and then the Relentless just keeps all the other cerams in place. Didn't think about how useful that would be, but now that I see it, that was a good pickup to get. Like, take a look here for all the mobs here. Bunch of cerams, but we just need to pop one of them, and then it's a chain stun. So it prevents less from getting into the F-0. Win-win, isn't it? We're just gonna explain how happy I am to see such an amazing chain stun going on. So we got another glue on the right side there. I think 10 rounds left. The income should just be spent on sabotages. Trying to think about anything else that would benefit our accelerator. I mean, probably... it's probably too late to go for Glue Storm. Glue Strike isn't a bad idea. Well, though it is just a temporary buff. I don't know, I'm in the mood for more stalls, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't think I can put any under discount here, because they would, well, be hitting balloons. Okay, it's kind of funny, but one of them might have to be up on the porch over here. Yeah, I think this spot avoids hitting any balloon at all. Worth. And we're only up to 1.8k on the F-0, so it really has slowed down after getting Relentless, so that's very nice to see. A bunch of random cerams here. It's actually very nice for F-0. Look, a couple of cerams frozen on the front side, and now with its constant freezing, keeps all the other cerams pretty much right at the entrance. So I have to say, the synergy is working out pretty well so far. I think I also wanted to mention, I guess one reason why I only use F-0 in 2 Megapops runs is also because it naturally being a tower that will slow down your runs, pun intended, because basically I'm saying the tower doesn't feel very good if you're not doing a specific challenge run, because it just makes your runs end up taking forever, because the point of the tower is just to keep them in place. I mean, you can say the same for like stuff like Super Glue and Bloon Crush, but I guess it's different because those I don't know exactly how to say it actually, but those just do a lot more damage, and I feel like F-0 is, it feels way more supporty than even those. You know what I mean? I bet some of you, most of you don't, but anyway, moving on. Reaching the final stages. I think I'll finally upgrade this to the second Relentless and spend the rest again on Sabos. I think keep money for a first strike at the end of the game. Keep money for first strike. We'll use an Ice Tower slow here because I didn't have Sabotage in time. Come on, pop all the DTs down first so that those don't become annoying. Pat Fusty now, he does 3 damage now. So that should be a huge boost in our Ceram damage on the accelerator. And I guess in general, another slow. I think this buff actually benefits us in the 2 NPC challenge because if it freezes balloons outside of radius for 0 damage, then it technically steals less pops away. Does that make sense? Because like normally all these cerams would just run into the radius, but if one balloon gets inside there, it takes longer for the subsequent ones to get inside. I'm discovering more logic behind why this change is actually helping. Anyway, we comboed every ability here, so this should go pretty nutty. I'm just taking a look at the pops. 5 damage, holy crap. Per hit is insane. Insanely low, which again is a good thing, Because normally, I'm pretty sure it would be getting 80, 100 from all the Moab side. I'm turning this Rams here. My god. All BFBs down. And this only gained 100 pops. Anyway, second Sabo, I think can go here. I think ZMGs are avoiding this spot. And if it does hit, it's 1 damage. How badly can that hurt? Crunch time, here we go. Sabo now? When should I chain everything? I feel like I should save my Absolute Zero for every DT coming out. And for that, hell yeah, let's do that. So use all the damage abilities now, but only Absolute Zero when they're all out. So those DTs go nowhere. Another Sabo, chain it. Holy moly, the amount of Cerams out there right now is crazy. In fact, I don't even need to use Absolute Zero. Is that a good idea? To be, I don't know, not using the 1 damage ability? I don't know, but again, this is only doing 13 damage a shot here. 2 that time. 7. That's so low. Holy moly. We're cooking. This is literally the greatest change of all time, I'm not even kidding. And again, Accelerator is a perfect choice because it sucks against ceramics. So what better tower than a tower that freezes cerams in place indefinitely for the most part. Here comes the final stretch of 96, and we're clean. I have a lot of extra money to spend, but nothing to spend on unless I want to go for a 4th Sabo, but I'm pretty much out of space that doesn't attack balloons, I'm pretty sure. Unless maybe here, albeit a bit risky. We're on 98. We haven't had any trouble so far this run, so even though this is the hardest round by a long shot, I think we'll be alright. If this thing is under 6k pops by the end of the round, I think I'll be happy with that too. Now let's combo everything. Not gonna lie, our stalling is off the charts right now. How is our ice pops? Okay, still 800 away from the ideal point. I haven't broken down any of the ZMDs yet. This could be an issue. I had to focus there now. That's bad. Okay, all the FPVs are down. Just 6 measly ZMGs. What could go wrong? Was it 8? I don't remember, but it's a lot. Again, just focus on the Moabs. Don't care about the ceramics. Ice will clean for us. Got another Sabo now for the last 3 or so DDTs. We'll ice here. We'll call the arms. And we did it, I think. Yep, clean as fridge. 5,700 pops. That's insanely low. Insane. Alright. Straight up by a first strike for around 100. This round should be a piece of cake. I'll try to avoid using Call to Arms, so I have it up immediately for the round after that. Pat Busty's fine. I think it'll come up again. So that and that. Clean as hell. Final round. I think I need to use 2 first strikes this round. Let me see if it comes up. That is, I'm pretty sure I spared enough pops that the first strike can take 20,000 away, and I'll be good. But again, it'd be nice if just 1 first strike is all I needed. Let's see how we're looking. 20% damage now. Okay, I can't use first strike twice. I think if I use 1 of them, it's gonna be awfully close. It's gonna pop right about now. I think Pat Fussy is gonna be needed here. Absolute Zero? Alright, Pat Fussy, don't take too many pops away, please. I'm begging you. We're gonna watch that pop count. Back out if it looks like we're not gonna make it to 2 million, but I think we're good. We have to rely heavily on Pat Fussy, though. Let's see, BFBs, use another Sabo. Use a Sabo for Moabs. We hit 2 million, so I'm free to use any abilities I want. Including Frickin', a first strike for the funsies. And we did it. Clean. 11k over the limit. And not gonna lie, I'm more impressed about the Absolute Zero buff after playing it, like more than reading it on paper. I already thought it was going to be pretty useful, or maybe marginally useful, but no, this was huge. Niche, but huge. Again, 99% of you guys probably aren't going to be using this tower still, because it's not as fun as, you know, big damage go. But, hope you enjoy that fun showcase. I don't know about you, but I think performances like that are definitely code ISAB worthy. Anyway, see you next time.